that's really lovely. Yeah. And that view. Oh. No, that is really nice, Aled. It's lovely.
Let's get out into that garden and take a closer look at the view. Is this patio large enough for you?
That is massive.
Huge, isn't it?
Fit a few people on here.
Very beautiful. Yeah.
It just seems to go on, doesn't it, beyond the garden into the fields. It's like it's one continuous piece, really, standing here.
You're probably wondering where can I put my vegetables?
Well, that was the next question. There's a lot of land here. It's a very wide plot, but it's obviously all used at the moment. It's whether we can create a space without it spoiling the prettiness of it.
Should we go and have a look if we can create a space?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Have you got your pitchfork with you?
I'll get stuck in.
At 80 feet, it's a bit of a hike to the end of this garden. It's not a bad view, is it?
It's beautiful. Glad you think I'm right, Aled.
And here I'm thinking maybe vegetable plot.
Yeah, you could create space which wouldn't look too unpleasant from the house. This would be good.
This would work.
Yeah. You know, if you don't say anything, listen.
Yeah.
That's magic, isn't it?
I know. I would sit here, look at that view and listen to that.
You know what I'm going to ask you? What's the whole thing on the market for?
A good location, good views. Edge of Colchester, which is not too far away from the big shops, that sort of thing. It's probably around about 400, perhaps a tad below. I'll go 395.
Okay.
Well, I was going to go a bit more than that because it's in a very special area here on the island. Magnificent views. It's a lovely house in excellent condition, although it is only 3-bedroom. I would say 415,000.
Was on the market for £475,000.
Not
really?
Surprised.
It's been on the market for a couple of years, though.
Yeah, go on.
£400,000.
Oh, spot on then.
Pretty well, yeah.
More or less.
Yeah.
You both smiled in a way and you thought, oh, that's good.
Well, it could have been a lot more. It's probably the location being just out of town or on the island just reduces it a little bit.
Have a look around. Have a look around your vegetable plot garden. There's no rush at all, and I'll come and find you.
Okay,
Thank you.
So the mystery house is bang on budget at £400,000. Whilst it only has 3 bedrooms, and let's face it, one of those is tiny, it does have 3 good-sized reception rooms, so one could be used as an occasional guest room. Both the kitchen and garden are spacious, and this bungalow has something none of the other houses do: stunning sea views. But will this island idyll be the one for Anne and Malcolm?
The idea of being on an island is quite fun, actually. The house itself is a very pretty house, very well maintained. You could sort of walk straight in and live here without doing any particular work, but there's only really 2 proper bedrooms upstairs.
It's too small, really, to use as a bedroom. You would get a bed in here, but you wouldn't get much else.
No, it's a nice office, but as you say, not really a 3rd bedroom for what we would want. It's a shame.
I can't fault the position on the island here with the views, and the location is just tremendous. The thing that's lacking for me are period features and character.
Hey, well that's it. You've seen all the properties we've got to offer here in North Essex. Don't rush the decision. Go away and think about it. Don't argue about views or light fixtures and fittings. You promise me?
We'll do our best.
I'm really, really glad. I found a lovely spot. We can meet up and have a chat later, okay?
Okay, brilliant.
Thank you.
Our property search in North Essex is nearly at an end. Malcolm and Anne have viewed all of our houses, and there should be some real contenders. So will it be Anne's heart or Malcolm's head that sways their decision? Well, I think it's rather apt that we end our journey here with this rather beautiful view. It's been the word of the last 2 days, hasn't it?
Very much so.
Let's talk about all the properties that we've seen. Quite different properties. We'll start with the Victorian semi-detached property with 3 kitchens.
I thought the kitchens could be used for what I need it to be used for. I had the perfect garden, and the views, the location was spot on.
It probably was a bit too remote. You couldn't see any other building for miles, which was great for what Anne is after, but it could easily lead to some marital discord there, I think, if it was actually too remote.
We also saw a huge smile on your face when I showed you the farmhouse with the cows almost at touching distance.
That, for me, was my dream house. I thought it was perfect, and I just fell in love with it more and more.
So yet again, this is kind of your dream house and maybe not yours?
Well, I think the house was. You know, when we walked up the driveway and saw it, I thought, wow, this is the house. The journey time to Whittam could have been an issue. I think I'd have to work out exactly how long it would take to get from that house down the main road into Whittam. So, but that's not unsurmountable. That could be resolved.
And then we ended up here. The house on the island.
And the house was a lovely property. It didn't have the period features that I liked, but because it had such a nice bright feel to it, I could have overlooked that. What stopped me going for that property was the lack of bedroom space, because I felt there were really only 2 usable bedrooms as bedrooms in that house.
It was, say, very 1920s, which, you know, isn't a bad thing, but it isn't really what we're looking for. We want, you know, a few beams, ingle-nook fireplace, something with a bit more character from, you know, an older era.
Well, can I ask you, are you going to follow up on any of the properties?
I don't think so, to be honest with you. I think all the houses we saw, they all had good points and bad points, but I don't think the good points were enough in number for me to really want to go for one wholeheartedly, I'm afraid.
Well, as the sun's setting here, I really do wish you luck as you continue your search, and it's been a pleasure showing you around the properties, so good luck. Well, we didn't manage to find Malcolm and Anne their dream property, but with Anne's passion for the rural landscape and the remoteness of it all, I don't think it'll be that long until she drags Malcolm to the country. Till next time, goodbye.
If you'd like to escape to the country and would like our help, please apply online at bbc.co.uk/beonashow.
Steve Davis has a mountain to climb if he's to stay in this year's World Snooker. His quarter-final against the Aussie Neil Robertson continues over on BBC Two now.